Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this right now, it means you're ready for something more in life. Today's message is simple but powerful. Your time is not over. Your journey is not delayed, and the strength to move forward is already inside you. So stay with me, because this video might be the reminder you didn't know you needed. Your mind is not just a part of who you are, it is the very force that shapes your entire reality. Every single thought you allow yourself to dwell on is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your consciousness. And these seeds grow into actions, habits, and ultimately the life you experience. Many people go through life unaware of the tremendous power their own mind holds, treating thoughts as trivial or fleeting, not realizing that what occupies their mind directly controls their emotions, decisions, and destiny. Think about it. Every invention, every act of courage, every moment of greatness in history began as a thought, a vision that someone dared to imagine and nurture despite fear, doubt, and uncertainty. Yet, just as the mind can create, it can also destroy. Unchecked negativity, self-doubt, and fear act like invasive weeds, slowly suffocating potential, clouding judgment, and keeping people trapped in cycles of mediocrity and frustration. It is like a river. When guided, it nourishes, brings life, and opens possibilities. When uncontrolled, it floods, destroys, and leaves devastation in its wake. The first step in mastering the art of positive thinking and mind control is recognizing this incredible duality. Positive thinking is often misunderstood as naive optimism, wishful thinking, or simply repeating motivational phrases without real effort. In truth, it is a conscious, disciplined, and strategic practice. An art that requires awareness, courage, and persistence. It begins with observing your thoughts without judgment, identifying which ones serve you and which ones harm you, and then intentionally nurturing the thoughts that empower, inspire, and drive action. This is not an overnight process. It is a lifelong commitment to self-mastery, a daily practice of mental training that gradually rewires your brain to focus on solutions, opportunities, and growth instead of fear, doubt, and limitation. Imagine waking up each day fully in control of your mind, where challenges no longer intimidate you but motivate you, where failures are no longer devastating but are transformed into lessons, and where obstacles become stepping stones to your higher purpose. This is the power of mind control, the ability to choose your thoughts, regulate your emotions, and respond to life intentionally rather than reactively. As you cultivate this skill, you will notice profound changes. Your focus sharpens, your decisions improve, your resilience grows, and your interactions with others become more meaningful and empathetic. You start to see patterns in your behavior and realize that most of the limitations you thought were external were in fact self-imposed through negative thinking. You will learn to replace fear with curiosity, anger with understanding, and doubt with clarity. Gradually, your mindset transforms into a fortress of positivity and strength, capable of sustaining you even in the most challenging circumstances. The art of positive thinking and mind control is, at its core, about empowerment. Realizing that no external event has the power to define you, only your thoughts and responses do. It is the knowledge that your reality is created in your mind first, long before it manifests in the world, and that by consciously choosing and shaping your thoughts, you can create the life you desire, full of purpose, growth, achievement, and inner peace. Every day you practice this art, you take one more step away from being a victim of circumstances and one step closer to becoming the architect of your destiny. This is the ultimate freedom. The freedom to control your mind, your emotions, your actions, and ultimately your life. Training your mind for positive thinking is not an abstract concept. It is a deliberate, daily practice that requires patience, focus, and self-awareness. The first step is to become an observer of your own thoughts. Most people live their lives on autopilot, allowing random, uncontrolled thoughts to dictate their emotions, decisions, and behaviors. You must learn to pause, step back, and watch the flow of thoughts as they pass through your consciousness. Ask yourself, which of these thoughts serve me? Which ones hold me back? Which ones are rooted in fear, doubt, or past failures? By doing this consistently, you begin to create a space between your mind and your reactions, a space where choice exists. This simple awareness is powerful because it is the first step toward breaking free from automatic negative thinking patterns that keep people trapped in cycles of frustration, stress, and regret. Once you recognize the thoughts that do not serve you, the next step is to consciously replace them with thoughts that empower, inspire, and drive action. This does not mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. Positive thinking is not about denial. It is about perspective. It is about training your mind to see opportunities where others see obstacles, to extract lessons from failures instead of being paralyzed by them, and to believe in your capacity to overcome any difficulty. One practical way to do this is through affirmations, visualization, and intentional mental rehearsals. Start each day by visualizing the person you want to become and the life you want to live. Speak words that reinforce your strengths, your resilience, and your vision. The brain cannot easily distinguish between vividly imagined scenarios and reality. By repeatedly practicing these mental exercises, you train your mind to align with success, confidence, and clarity. Another critical component of training your mind is the conscious management of your environment and the inputs you allow. Just as a plant needs the right sunlight, water, and soil to grow, your mind flourishes only in a nourishing environment. Avoid sources of constant negativity, such as toxic people, unproductive debates, or excessive consumption of discouraging media. Surround yourself with people, ideas, and content that elevate your thinking, broaden your perspective, and motivate you to take action. Journaling is another powerful tool. By writing down your thoughts, emotions, and reflections, you gain clarity on patterns that may be sabotaging your growth. You also create a record of progress, which reinforces a sense of accomplishment and encourages persistence. Consistent practice of these mental habits strengthens your ability to focus, filter negativity, and maintain a positive mindset even in the face of stress or uncertainty. Finally, remember that mind control and positive thinking are not just for moments of success. They are most powerful when life tests you. Real mastery comes when challenges arise, when unexpected setbacks occur, and when fear and doubt knock at your door. At these moments, the mind trained in positivity does not collapse under pressure. It adapts, seeks solutions, and remains resilient. It is the difference between reacting impulsively and responding intentionally. The art of mind control is the art of choosing your response to every situation, understanding that your inner world always precedes your outer world. By consistently training your mind, you cultivate emotional stability, sharpen focus, and develop an unshakable sense of purpose. Over time, these practices build a mental fortress, a positive and resilient mindset that becomes the foundation for extraordinary achievements, deep personal satisfaction, and a life lived on your terms. You're not late. You're right on time to become who you're meant to be. Keep going, don't stop now. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay unstoppable.